After 3 quiet years, Justin Bieber came crashing back into the spotlight. But not with just music. His new album, Swag, dropped out of nowhere, and it's already turning heads for all the right and wrong reasons. This isn't just another studio project. It's the first album since he sold his entire music catalog in 2022, and the first time he's gone fully solo since becoming a father. But here's the twist. He didn't just drop an album. He paired it with a luxury streetwear brand called Skyllock, hoping to revive both his image and his bank account. Fans were confused. Swag? The word alone felt like a time capsule from 2012. But Bieber wasn't joking. He's dead serious about this new era, and while the name may sound dated, the music is anything but. There's a darker edge, a rawness that wasn't there before. Critics are calling it the most vulnerable he's ever been. But was this vulnerability real, or just another PR move? And the features? That's where things start to get interesting. One of the biggest surprises on Swag wasn't a high-profile feature, it was a comedian. Drewski, known for roasting rappers and going viral with his mock dating shows, appears multiple times across the album. And he didn't hold back. At one point, he tells Justin, "Your skin white, but your soul black." It was meant to be playful, maybe even flattering, but not everyone found it funny. Fans were split. Some praised the chemistry between the two, saying it brought a fresh, humorous energy to the project. Others weren't impressed. They felt the line crossed into uncomfortable territory, with critics calling it performative and tone-deaf. But for Bieber, it was all about showing range. Therapy Session and Standing on Business, 2 tracks where Drewski's voice stands out, aren't just skits. They're mirrors into Bieber's mindset. Anxious, self-aware, and weirdly self-deprecating. This wasn't a guy flexing for the charts. It was someone trying to prove he still belongs. But as we'll see next, the music wasn't the only place Bieber was trying to defend himself. If you've been online at all lately, you've probably seen the clip. Justin Bieber, dead serious, standing outside a restaurant, telling paparazzi, "It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?" The internet tore it apart. Memes exploded overnight. People couldn't decide if he was having a breakdown or just trying out a catchphrase. But here's the plot twist. He leaned into it. That exact line, it's now part of a track on the album. Not only that, he's using it on billboards, t-shirts, promo art. It's become the slogan of the swag era. Whether you think it's cringe or iconic, one thing's clear. Bieber isn't running from the memes. He's monetizing them. This isn't the first time he's been mocked, and it won't be the last. But this time, instead of fighting the wave, he's surfing it. The question is, how much of this confidence is real, and how much of it is just a shield? Because when you dig deeper into the lyrics, it's not all swagger. There's something way more fragile underneath. For a couple that spent millions convincing the world they're fine, Justin and Hailey sure don't sound fine. On Swag, the cracks aren't hidden. They're front and center. In Walking Away, Justin sings, "Days go by so fast, I don't want to spend them with you." Not exactly the love song you'd expect from a man who just became a father. There's frustration, exhaustion, and something darker. Lines like, "You're throwing stones at my back, I'm defenseless," paint a picture of a relationship under pressure. Publicly, they're united. Privately, these lyrics suggest bottled-up tension, fights behind closed doors, and 2 people trying to hold on while everything's slipping. Even Hailey's social media adds fuel to the fire. After Justin announced the album, she reposted him with the caption, "It's finally clocking to you effing losers." Not exactly warm or grateful. Not a proud wife moment. It felt hostile. Like the fans were the enemy, not the support system. The energy? Off. And here's the kicker. In the same song, Justin pleads, "I ain't walking away. I made you a promise. I told you I'd change." That line hits hard, because behind the drama, the fame, the flexing, there's a guy still trying to prove he's enough for someone who may already be halfway out the door. But just when it starts to feel real, we hit a moment that's straight up confusing. Then came Sexy Red, a feature no one expected, yet somehow it makes total sense. The track is playful, raw, and full of chaotic chemistry. But it wasn't the song that set the internet on fire. It was the behind-the-scenes footage. Justin kissing her cheek, laughing, hugging, looking happier than he's looked in months. Too happy, according to some fans. One clip in particular sent social media into meltdown. Justin, clearly faded, wraps his arms around Sexy Red and says, "Love you, friend." She claps back at the haters, saying, "I see two friends making music. That's it." But fans weren't buying it. Comments flooded in. Only person he's not this affectionate with is his wife. The contrast was jarring. Hailey's online presence feels distant, cold. Sexy Red? She's open, wild, warm. It made people wonder, what's going on behind the scenes? Was this innocent chemistry? Or a not-so-subtle cry for something he's not getting at home? Whether it's a real friendship or just marketing fuel, it worked. People are talking, sharing, speculating, and swag is rising in the charts because of it. But while everyone's caught up in the gossip, one major player in Bieber's past was quietly getting paid behind the scenes. While fans dissected lyrics and side-eyes, something way more serious was happening off-stage. Justin Bieber was settling a massive financial score. Turns out he owed Scooter Braun nearly $8 million. Part of a loan that reportedly totaled $26 million. For years, their relationship had been unraveling behind closed doors. Braun helped launch his career, but lately, the partnership felt less like mentorship and more like a silent war. Justin's solution? Cut the check and cut ties. Sources say he finally paid up, not because he wanted to, but because he had to. The debt was hanging over his head like a shadow, and now he's clear of it. No more middlemen, no more Scooter. That's where Skyllock comes in. The luxury clothing line isn't just merch, it's a financial move. With hoodie prices pushing $160, sunglasses at $200, and basic tanks for $60, it's clear Justin's aiming for elite cash flow. But fans? They aren't sold. Comments like, "I wanted to cop a hoodie, but I can't afford rent now," sum up the vibe. So while swag might be Justin reclaiming his sound, Skyllock is him reclaiming his bank account. The real question is, can a rebrand built on overpriced hoodies and viral confusion actually stick? Because as Justin tries to rebuild, old comparisons and fan wars are flaring back up again. Skyllock 2, you can't drop a Justin Bieber album without waking the ghost of Selena Gomez. And this time, the fandoms came swinging. As soon as swag promo hit the internet, fans noticed something familiar. Hailey appeared in the visuals, just days after Selena and Benny Blanco dropped their own intimate photo shoot for an album launch. Coincidence? That's not how the internet saw it. Accusations flew. Justin's copying Selena's aesthetic, some claimed. Others went deeper, comparing color palettes, captions, even emotional tones. And it didn't help that Justin had already thrown subtle digs at the couple on Instagram earlier this year. Fans called it petty. Some said it was personal. But here's where it gets ugly. Again, comments like, "Selena's having an effing meltdown," and "Hailey is just trying to keep up," flooded in. It felt like the same tired feud getting reheated, but with new ammo. The kind of online war that never really ends, just evolves with each album drop. And the truth? Justin probably didn't want this kind of noise. He's got a baby now, a marriage barely holding together, and a career trying to rise from the ashes. But with his past still haunting every move and fan bases ready to explode at a single Instagram story, staying out of the drama may no longer be an option.